charm. This is the Iowa Weather Report for Tuesday, April the 9th, 2013. And now our first look at the 0Z GFS Model Run. This is at 1 p.m. this afternoon. We have a upper level feature moving through the Four Corners region, ejecting some energy into the central and southern plain states. And that'll be a recipe for some severe weather, especially from southern Iowa south and westward. We'll see the outlooks in a little bit. Low pressure center over the Oklahoma Panhandle. Snow breaking out in Colorado and Wyoming, and maybe some heavy snow and maybe some heavy rain around here. As the low moves eastward here by Wednesday during the day, it'll be located near Joplin or just northeast of Joplin, maybe near Springfield. Rain may be moderate to sometimes heavy. Some snow back in the Dakotas into Nebraska. Then the low moves northeastward to near Chicago, and that would bring some rain, sleet, maybe some snow intermixed here on Wednesday night into Thursday, with severe weather down in the south. And then on Friday it's gone. Maybe a few lingering clouds and maybe a flurry or a sleet pellet, but it'll be much cooler. No 70s anymore. Highs will likely be in the 30s and 40s for highs. Saturday will be quite cool. Highs likely in the 40s to near 50 after morning lows in the 20s to lower 30s, with mainly sunny skies as winds start to switch around to the south by this point. And we move into Sunday. Here comes the next system. Warm air comes back northward. The Gulf isn't really open for this storm, so this one won't bring as much rain as this current system, with temperatures likely in the 50s to near 60s with some scattered showers and thunderstorms that continue here into the early day on Monday of next week as the low moves up into the Great Lakes. Some showers and thunderstorms south and east of here, and some cooler air behind that system but not overly cold. And a week from today, next Tuesday, we have the trough over the west, some energy still along it, and a southwesterly flow aloft, but nothing really digging down into the southern and southwestern United States. And that means we'll have more showers, thunderstorms, some snow, maybe some sleet or icy mix over Minnesota into the Dakotas, but none of that around here. We're just going to have plain rain with a little bit of thunder and lightning intermixed. A couple days after that, on April the 20th, now we have a zonal flow with a trough over the New England states and some energy there. And with that could bring a little bit of activity across the northeast in the form of some rain and maybe some mountain snow there. Temperatures around here will be likely in the 50s or so, with cold, dry air moving into the Great Lakes and warm southerly winds starting to come back northward with Gulf moisture. And at the end of the forecast on the 24th, we have a cutoff type system over New England again. This is similar to what we just showed you. A ridge developing over the central and southern plain states with some activity up in northern Canada, and that's going to cut off the rain by the end of the month as the winds turn southwesterly and temperatures will warm well into the 60s or 70s. So any rain we get now will be beneficial because the end of the month looks fairly dry. The satellite image from last evening showed a complex of showers and thunderstorms over Nebraska moving into Iowa at this point. Some severe weather last night over Nebraska into Kansas and Colorado, and this will be moving eastward later in the day. The outlook is coming up. The watch warning map from last evening shows some winter storm warnings and advisories to our north and west over Minnesota, South Dakota, Nebraska, into the Colorado Rockies, with a few blizzard warnings there. Elsewhere across the east it was quiet outside of flood watch in Wisconsin. QPF chart. Precipitation over the next 5 days. This is through Saturday evening at 7 o'clock, showing we're going to get a lot of this beneficial rain. Upwards of 2 to 3 inches possible, and some of it could be in the form of maybe some rain or snow or ice. Now looking at the severe weather threat, this is the severe weather outlook for today and tonight. A slight risk of severe weather extends from southern Iowa southwestward to the Texas Hill Country. This would be in areas in Iowa south of Iowa Highway 92. When we look at the potentials, here's the tornado outlook for today and tonight. The better chances well to our southwest over Missouri, Kansas, and Oklahoma were an enhanced risk near from about Tulsa to Oklahoma City to Wichita Falls, and that's where a lot of the chasers are likely to be. When we look at the wind outlook, the damaging straight-line wind outlook, the standard 15% chance in the area in southern Iowa, 30% chance from about Kansas City through Emporia to Tulsa, Oklahoma City, Wichita, and Dallas-Fort Worth, with some 5% probabilities elsewhere. And the large hail outlook showing the standard 15% in southern Iowa with the better chances, 30 and 45% chances from Kansas City to Tulsa to Oklahoma City to Wichita Falls to Dallas.